Hello, friends. Welcome to today's daily devotion. I'm Kerry Wood, pastor of the Goldston Methodist Church in Goldston, North Carolina. Today we are looking at Romans chapter 5, verses 9 through 11. Hear now these words from the Open English translation. Much more then, now that we have been pronounced righteous by virtue of the shedding of his blood, we will be saved through him from the wrath of God. For if when we were God's enemies, we were reconciled to him through the death of his Son, how much more, now that we have become reconciled, will we be saved by virtue of Christ's life? And not only that, but we exult in God through Jesus Christ, our Lord, through whom we have now obtained this reconciliation. I think for most of my adult Christian experience, whenever I've looked at this particular section of Romans 5, I've focused on that how much more statement. How much more will we have this now that we no longer have that? But as I'm reading this now, it's like I'm seeing how Paul presents the truly cosmic picture of God's actions in Jesus Christ. This is incredible and encompassing everything about life, from the past to the present to the future. Did you catch that? If you didn't, go back and reread this, re-listen to me reading this, because we get the past tense verb in describing when we were pronounced righteous. We were pronounced righteous in the past at the moment of Jesus' death on the cross. That is when we were pronounced righteous. It's already been done. It's in the past. But we get the future tense verb describing when we will be saved. We're not saved yet? What? Yeah, in the future, at the time of God's wrath. That is Jesus' return. So Jesus' death is when we were reconciled in the past. Saving is going to happen in the future when Jesus returns and we don't face the wrath of God. And then we get the present tense, what we're supposed to be doing right now, in the timing of what we should do while waiting for the future in recognition of what has happened in the past. Did you get that? We are doing now a exaltation, waiting for the future because of what has happened in the past. Now, I looked up, what does it mean to exult? That's not a word that's necessarily commonly used these days. So the Cambridge Dictionary says it this way. It says to express great pleasure or happiness, especially at someone else's defeat or failure. So if we are exulting, who's being defeated? The accuser, the Satan, the devil. The devil's lost again. Sin is defeated. We are reconciled with God. Now, did you know that reconcile, in its root of etymology, talks about being close to another person, to be restored to that sense of closeness? As close as a handshake? No. Closer. As close as a kiss? No. Closer. Eyelash to eyelash. Who knew that butterfly kisses were so important? Well, now we do. Exult in what God has done in your past, what God is doing for your future, and do it now. And I'll see you tomorrow for our next daily devotion.